Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Now here comes the bunch formation. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Holstein. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows in the physicality he has against the run as well. Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their...
Continues to fight for yards. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 3rd down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick throw to the left side. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Handoff to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And now they run the draw play. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. The defense adds 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back. It's Holstein. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Offense comes out to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Past the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive touchdown, and suddenly this national championship game is dead even, Kirk.
Wow, great job by this defense of coming up with a turnover and then also being able to turn that into a touchdown. Now, all of a sudden, the momentum feels like it has shifted, and we have a national championship on the line here.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Contact as he threw it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? The 20, inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. You can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Sure hands. It's Riley. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. With the catch, it's Riley. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Defensive coordinator's got to be pleased. That's a 3rd down sack. And the ball rolls dead. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Trying to find room. It's Jackson. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And this time it's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Throws to the tight end. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He knocks this one right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only did you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
On the ground, it's Riley. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
A gain makes it second and medium. And now the running back's got it again. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No, denied, stopped, bring up third down.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. To throw, it's Holstein. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play right here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to take off here. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Here's the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just leading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Alabama offense back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Riley. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to chew some clock here, but can't get too complacent. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. It's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
Point after, up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college